Welcome, citizens of Trick Nation. This is your president, Irish Trick, speaking, and today we have the third episode of Work Shenanigans. Now, before I get into this episode, which is going to be about my coworkers and managers, I want to give you guys a quick apology, and that apology would be, I didn't post for a week, guys, okay? So I want to apologize for that, and the reason I didn't post for an entire week is because I was up north in Wisconsin. I mean, I already live in Wisconsin, but I went further north, stayed up in a cabin with my relatives and family, and we kind of just enjoyed nature away from technology. So if you guys are wondering why I was just gone for an entire week without any warning, that would be why. I think I warned you guys I was going on vacation, but if I didn't, I'm really sorry. But I'm back now, ready to make videos. On a side note, I also joined a community channel recently, and before you guys say, oh, not another one, these guys are different. They have a nice community, and they have a large sub base, so hopefully I can bring in some new citizens to this nation, and yeah, let's get this rolling. So, the first thing I noticed when I got there, and by there I mean when I first got my job, I noticed that the coworkers were either a complete douche nozzle or extremely friendly and reliable. So, I'm going to talk about the reliable people and the friendly people first because, well, I just like them. They're really cool people. So, I'm going to talk about Danny. Now, Danny is obviously a fake name for this employee because I'm just doing this to protect the names, identities of these people. So, Danny, from day one, he was extremely nice and extremely friendly. He'd been working there for several months, and he just knew how things worked. I mean, I could ask him any question, and he basically knew the answer to it. He was experienced, he was friendly. I could socialize with him when I'm on break. And, yeah, we just functioned well together. We both worked drive-thru, and we were a very, very nice team. Like, we're just a machine, just doing all the work. And I don't really know what to say about the guy. He's extremely nice. He's probably the best coworker you could ever ask for. And if more coworkers were like him, you'd never complain about your work ever again. Because when you're surrounded by nice people, everything just seems to go a lot smoother. Now, there's people like, let's see. We're just going to call her Rochelle, okay? Now, Rochelle, sorry, it's just a funny name. No offense, people who are named Rochelle. Rochelle, she's really cool, she's really nice, it's just that she's not the most reliable person. Like, you know, she's really, I don't want to call her stupid, but she's really slow. Like, you tell her to do something, and she just takes forever to do it, and then she'll ask you to do something, and, like, you'll do it right away, and she'll, like, I don't even know really what to start with this person. I'm trying to find a coworker that can fit into every category I'm trying to get into. Like, there's a few categories at my work. They're friendly and reliable, friendly, unreliable, and then the unfriendly, reliable. There aren't any unfriendly, unreliable people at my workspace because if those people were there, they would not last long. I mean, if you have a bad personality and you don't work, I really don't see why you're getting paid, buddy. Anyways, this girl, she's really cool. It's just that she doesn't always do the job right, so you can't always trust her. But then again, she's not that bad of a coworker because she's nice, alright? Being nice to people can get you very far in life. So enough about Rochelle. Let's talk about Jack Wagon. First name Jack, last name Wagon. He is a complete douche nozzle, okay? From day one, he's despised me. I have no idea why. He expects me to know every single thing about my job, alright? I haven't been working there for very long. I don't know every single thing about my workspace. I'm learning as I go along and as I'm taught. If you haven't taught me anything, how can you expect me to know it? He's been working there for so long, he gets a little blue shirt, and he's like an assistant manager, alright? And I really don't care about the freaking assistant manager at McDonald's, okay? Oh, I'm so high and prestigious. I'm an assistant manager at McDonald's. Get on my level, bitch. Yeah, he just treats me like trash. And though he is very reliable, he's just a jerk. I mean, I hate the guy. I mean, he does his job well, which is why he's still there, but all of my coworkers agree he's a complete jerk-off. I mean, I can't really put it in any other way. He has the most annoying laugh. He goes like, ha 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 ha. Like, I don't even know. It's like a really lame white guy trying to act like a black guy laugh. If you guys have ever heard that. He's trying to sound like, God, what's Khalifa? Yeah. He's trying to, like, copy his laugh, but, like, failing epically. I mean, his laugh, by default, Khalifa's, it's kind of already annoying. And then when you try and mimic it with a white guy, you're just not going to get a good combination. Just stop. No one likes your freaking fake ass laugh. It sounds so forced. Just like, what the hell, man? Just laugh naturally. Don't like force it like ha 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 ha. Just shut up. God. Douche nozzle. Jack Wagon. Mr. Wagon. Jack Wagon. Anyways, there was this one time he really pissed me off because he ordered me to go get something from the back storage room, and that something did not exist, and he knew that. He was just playing with me. So I was dealing with all these customers. It was kind of like near the end of the dinner rush, so I was like dealing with a lot of people, and this other girl who fits into the category of Danny, we're gonna call her Sasha. She's also, they're both college students too, which makes them much more responsible. So she's like, you know what, I'll cover for you, just go do whatever Jack Wagon wants you to do. I'm like, okay. So I go by Jack Wagon, he's just like, go get me sesame seeds from the back storage room. Not like the buns, just sesame seeds. I'm like, do those even exist? He's like, yeah, they exist, duh. Dude, come on. So I'm like, alright. And before I go, I'm like, wait, where are they in the storage room? Because I've gone to the storage room plenty of times. I've never seen sesame seeds, just flat out sesame seeds. And he's like, they'll be in a big box in the front that says sesame seeds on it. I'm like, okay, sounds easy enough. I go in there, look there for like 5 minutes while the line is building up with Sasha, and she's running for me, and she's taking the orders, so she's got a lot of pressure on her. So I feel really bad just looking through the freaking storage room for these goddamn sesame seeds, and finally I just give up and go out there. I'm like, yeah, I can't find these sesame seeds, and he just does his little laugh. He's like, ha ha ha, I was just kidding, bro, it's no sesame seeds, ha 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 ha. And then I'm just like, are you kidding me? Are you effing kidding me? And then there's Rochelle standing next to him being like, I'm sorry, I wanted to tell you, I just want to see your reaction, man. Just I'm sorry, man, I'm just sorry. And I'm just like, Rochelle, you've made it lower on the list of people I actually like, and higher on the list of people I want to kill. No, I'm just kidding. Anyways, that pretty much sums up Jack Wagon. He's a jerk, I don't like him. The only reason he's still there is because he kisses up to the boss, and he does his job well. Alright, so moving on to my managers. Well, I mean, I guess there's one more person I could talk about. Let's call him Randy. Randy's pretty much neutral in every single aspect of the workforce. He's a nice guy, gets his job done well. He's not over the top. He's pretty much your average achiever. Not an overachiever, not an underachiever. Nice guy to talk to, not a jerk. And, you know, you can have a few conversations with him, but nothing you'll remember for a long period of time. So yeah, that's pretty much Randy. I have a lot of Randys in my work. Alright, moving on to my managers. I have 4 managers. I'm going to call them Becky, John, Pimp, and Gertrude. Let's start with Pimp, because he's my favorite manager. Pimp is so awesome. He's a freakishly tall dude, just like Jack Wagon. He's just so chillax. Like, I always get him during my late shifts, and my next shift is actually a late shift, like 7 to 11. 7-11. 7-11. But yeah, he's really laid back, and honestly, he's a nice guy too, and he's already offered me a raise. And yeah, he's just a cool guy. I mean, he never does anything mean. If he's scolding you, he never does it in a like over dramatic like manner. He just scolds you and just says, please don't do that again. Just come on, man, just don't do it again. Make sure you sweep lobby. He always tells me to sweep lobby. That's kind of like his only real threat towards me. He's like, make sure you do lobby. That's pretty much it. He's pretty chillaxed. And he's a nice guy to talk to. And yeah, that's Pimp. But then there's Gertrude. Now, Gertrude isn't a bad manager. She's pretty neutral as well as Randy. It's just that sometimes she gets on my nerves just a little bit. Now, I'm not going to complain too much, but there was this one time where the drive-thru was having like this extended lunch rush, and she expected me to change the change machine. We have this automated change machine that gives people exact change in coins while I give them their bills, okay? And she wanted me to change the change machine in the middle of the rush, and when I'm changing the machine, I can't use my register. So, yeah, how am I supposed to take orders and then give people their change back and receive their money while I'm changing this machine? Doesn't work, lady. And then she took the key, so I literally had to tell this guy, yeah, we're having some register problems. Could you just wait a few minutes? And he's like, yeah, sure. And he's one of those customers that were very understanding, not in a huge rush, even though the line was extremely backed up. I love people like that. They make things so much easier. And then Gertrude gave me the keys back, and everything was underway. And I was just like, I'm terribly sorry about that, sir. Would you like anything free? He's like, no, don't worry about that. And, I can't usually offer things for free, but when my managers tell me I can, and they offered that thing, so they told me I could offer that. So, yeah, that pretty much sums up Gertrude. She's pretty neutral. And then there's John. He's also vanilla. Like, he is so passive that I barely even notice he's there. And I usually get him in my later shifts just like Pimp, and they're usually working around the same time, but I usually notice Pimp because Pimp's awesome. And then there's Becky, and she's actually the one that hired me, and she's pretty cool too. And the only real time she can get kind of mean is during the lunch rush and the dinner rush and the breakfast rush. All those rushes, she just gets really on edge, and that's completely understandable. But that one time she told me to do this huge job, which is taking out the trash, changing all the trashes around the facility, and crushing all these boxes to put them in, which doesn't sound hard. It wasn't hard, it just took me a long time. And she's like, that should have been done in 10 minutes. I'm like, 10 minutes? Are you crazy, woman? But yeah, I didn't complain. I was just like, I'm sorry it won't happen again. Anyways, this is Irish Trick signing out. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this episode. Peace.